Good morning, Gators. Thank you for tuning in to Gator Nation News.
Today for lunch, we'll be having chili cheese fries, pork and beans, pineapples, and a milk or juice choice.
Megan, have you ever gotten a referral?
Me? Absolutely not.
Awesome, because this month's PBIS focus is referrals, and the class with the least amount of referrals receives a prize at the beginning of April. And if we win this month's focus, we'll receive points for class wars. So students, remember to follow all expectations for students on campus, and your good behavior will be rewarded.
That's good. I have forgotten to wear my ID a couple times, though. It's a good thing that temporary and permanent IDs are sold every morning from 7 to 8 in the Commons. This is the only time of day you can get an ID.
For those who are taking the ACT on March 20th, remember that coding for it is today. So if you haven't yet, check the rosters that are posted around school to see what room you should report to.
And if you're wanting to get that perfect score, you should attend ACT boot camp from 8 to 12.
Don't forget about Jocelyn's last visits. They'll be here at both lunch shifts today to collect any payments that you owe. Their last two appearances will be on April 12th to deliver senior supplies from 2 to 4 in the breezeway, and on May 2nd in the Commons to deliver caps and gowns. So mark it on your calendars because you don't want to miss them.
Speaking of Jostens, ring night is quickly approaching, juniors. If you ordered a ring from somewhere other than Jostens, you need to bring your ring with your name on it to room 412 or 304 before school, after school, and during lunch so that you can participate.
If your significant other is always the one asking the important questions and paying for dates and dances, it's your turn to ask them and treat them to the Sadie Hawkins dance hosted by Student Council on May 5th. The officers have been working really hard to put this together, and they hope to see y'all there. Speaking of officers, if you're interested in an officer or delegate position, be sure to stop by Ms. Patrick's room 709 March 21st at 7 a.m. to learn all about the new Constitution and guidelines.
Student Council is also hosting a color run on March 24th at the Mar Dixon with the athletic department. It is $20 for each runner, and some of the proceeds will be going towards Devin Scott's daughter's treatment. Please see Coach O or Miss Burke or Miss Patrick for forms.
If you've ever dreamed of going to France, the Gonzales Committee on Cultural Affairs is in search of 2 lucky seniors to intern for a summer program in France. It won't cost much, and applications are due today, so be sure to stop by Miss Pellerin's room 704 as soon as possible.
Well, students, things are finally starting to get back to normal after the flood with the reopening of our old science and freshman buildings. If you're moving classes, here's some things you need to know.
This is going to be the only route coming from the pods or from the freshman academy, turning this way, heading towards the new science and the new math buildings. I know it doesn't look like they have the barricades set up yet, but they're going to have the green fencing set up all across so that you can walk down that way.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here.
They're going to be building over the weekend. They're still working on this portion of the 400 building, but they need to be able to get into the band rooms, so they're going to have one partition that kind of blocks off all of these doorways. So you should still be able to go on the left half of this corridor.
But we're going to have multiple paths. So as students come down this way, they're going to pass up the old ag building. Those aren't areas where you can go in right now, but obviously the band hall here they can go in. They can either come this way through the courtyard to get to the science building or the math building, or they are going to be able to go under this breezeway and then take a left to go to the math building.
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
This will be one of the...
So obviously anything on the main campus is going to be completely off limits and places where students are not allowed to go.
It may be worth noting if it's raining, this is one of the short stretches where there's no cover, but they can take the long way around under the covered walkway the entire way to get to the science building.
Happiness is the truth, because I'm happy. Clap along.
There's kind of a peek into our new science building, completely done. Mostly science teachers will be down this way. Your teachers will be letting you know what rooms to go to, and we'll have markings up so that students can get to the correct room. Once again, just a look into the new math building will be completed. We'll have signs up to where students can get to the correct classrooms, and we'll have people directing them along the way. So we will have on Monday and probably Tuesday for the first few passes of students coming this way, we will have some extra people out and some administrators out helping everybody get where they need to go. For the most part, after a few days, everybody should be able to figure out where to go. You can see the covered pathway that he was talking about a second ago. If it is raining, you will be able to go under the breezeway and come all the way around.
Give me all you got, don't hold it back.
So Gold Home is still off limits. They will have access to the new gym from this way, so they can come through the breezeway and get to the new gym.
We are moving into these new buildings on Monday, March 19th. There have been new reserved parking spots added to the front of the Science Building and Gold Dome, and you will be ticketed if you park in these spots.
The STA newspaper, the Gator Data, is still receiving applications for their 2018 to 2019 staff. So if you enjoy writing, photography, or if you're interested in the journalism field, you should pick up an application in room 304 and turn it into Miss Dewey before spring break.
Seniors, I'm sure one of the things you've been reminded of most this semester is filling out your FOSFA form. I gathered some information on why FOSFA is important and what you can do if you need help filling it out. On Wednesday, March 7th, Sandoval High School hosted one of their many FOSFA parent nights in the Commons. FOSFA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid and is filled out by seniors that are looking for help to pay for college. The U.S. Department of Education provides more than $120 billion every year in federal grants, loans, and work-study funds in order to ensure that many Americans achieve their educational dreams. The Louisiana Board of Education has made filling out a FOSFA a graduation requirement for the class of 2018 and for all to follow. To fill out FOSFA, you will need your driver's license number, social security number, and a copy of your parents' 2016 taxes. If you're not wanting to complete a FOSFA, you can complete an opt-out form, but Administrator Angela Boudreau does not recommend doing this.
You know, sometimes kids will say, but I know I'm not going to college, so I don't need to do this. You could change your mind in 6 weeks, you could change your mind in 6 months, and this is a really fast, quick, easy thing to do. So it just gives you that layer of security in case you do change your mind.
Remember also that filling out FOSFA covers your TOPS application as well. The night had a great turnout and was very successful according to the parents.
It was very helpful. I was totally lost at home, totally, with it kicking me out. I had no idea what to do next. Coming here, I've been here 20 minutes, I'm done, everything's filled out, so it really helped me a lot.
This was the last scheduled FOSFA night, so if you still need help, see the career coaches in the 300 pod. They are due by April 15th. Reporting for GNN, I'm Megan Holdred. The office will soon start calling people in who have not completed their requirement, so please make sure that it is taken care of.
Okay, I can't handle how excited I am to graduate. I already signed up to get my senior shirt, and if you want one too, you better make your way over to Miss Eubanks' room 824 to sign up for one. The cost is $20, and tomorrow is the last day to sign the list.
Our senior class certainly has some talented and bright kids. We would like to give a big congratulations to Kennedy Lee for making it to the 2018-2019 UCA staff. She was selected for her cheer ability and teaching skills. She will spend the summer teaching at cheer camps all across the South. Again, congrats on the huge accomplishment, Kennedy.
Megan and I were given the privilege to choose a supportive staff member to recognize for all that they do for students, teachers, and other staff. For this week's Support Staff of the Week, we chose Miss Lisa Bro, one of STA's amazing librarians. She works hard to make sure that everyone on campus can learn or teach as efficiently as possible by making sure that everyone has the materials that they need for each class, including announcements, books, computers, and IDs.
I love, love, love the staff. I love the teachers who work here. I love the administration. I love working with high school kids. It's so different from middle school, which is where I came from. It's just a great place to be. I love being a Gator.
Thank you, Miss Bro, so much for all of your hard work and passion for helping others.
If you want to go out and watch some sports tonight, the baseball team will start the Toot Gator Memorial Tournament against Ponchatoula at 6:30.
You can also support our Gators a little closer to home tonight. We have a doubleheader softball game starting at 5 against Broadmoor at Gator Park.
If you're more of a video game guy, you should apply for Santa Ma's new esports team in room 305 before or after school and at lunch. They will be competing against teams all around the country for trophies, scholarships, and pride.
A little birdie told me that select students have a chance to meet a critically acclaimed author. I don't know about you, Megan, but I think it's a really great opportunity for the passionate book readers. For those interested, you can stop by room 408 to pick up an application to meet Cindy Pond, author of Want. If you are selected, all you have to do is read her book, which will be provided for you, and come up with questions to ask her on April 11th after school.
There will be an FFA meeting after school until 4:30. Please come for food, fun, games, and to learn about upcoming events.
To start your Thursday morning off right, we thought we would end our show with the most beloved pets of Santa Maria students. And that's all we have for y'all today.
Thanks for watching Gator Nation News. We hope you have a great rest of your week.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little.